Every day, around a fifth of the world's oil passes through one narrow stretch of water called the Strait of Hormuz. Most people have never heard of it, yet what happens there can influence fuel prices, global trade, and international security. This week, tensions between the United States and Iran have once again put this strategic waterway in the spotlight. President Donald Trump has issued fresh warnings, while American officials are demanding assurances that commercial ships can pass safely through the strait. So why is this waterway so important, and why are world leaders watching it so closely? Let's break it down.
Now, Donald Trump says he has ordered the military to be prepared to launch strikes against Iran if the Iranian government carried out or attempted an assassination. The US president posted on social media 1,000 missiles are locked and loaded and aimed at the Islamic Republic of Iran, with thousands more to immediately follow should the Iranian government act on its threat, pronounced in many corners of the globe, to assassinate or attempt to assassinate the sitting president of the United States of America, in this case, me. Well, the US is demanding a public statement from Iran guaranteeing the Strait of Hormuz is open and that ships crossing the vital waterway won't be targeted to ensure talks can move forward. Our correspondent Peter Bowes has the latest from Washington.
Senior US officials have characterized this as a wait-and-see moment, a sensitive moment in terms of relations with Iran following a week of frenetic activity, 2 nights, 48 hours of retaliation by the United States after Iran shot at 3 vessels in the Strait of Hormuz. Well, what we're hearing now from a briefing of a small group of reporters that was attended by a colleague from CBS News, the BBC's partner in the United States, and officials saying through mediators that a message had been sent to Iran's leadership, and that is that they are seeking a promise that the Strait of Hormuz is indeed open to commercial shipping and that there will be no more shooting of those vessels. Now, the latest talks are due to take place later today in Oman, led by the Vice President, J.D. Vance. Donald Trump has made it very clear that he sees that the ceasefire has ended and that essentially the memorandum of understanding that was agreed is no longer in force. But he has said that he wants these talks to go ahead. But what is very clear from the briefing by officials and the words of Donald Trump over the last few days, and that is that the Trump administration is running out of patience with Iran's leadership, and the next few days will indeed be crucial.
The Strait of Hormuz is one of the world's most important shipping routes. A significant share of globally traded oil passes through this narrow passage every day. That's why even small disruptions there attract worldwide attention. It's not simply a regional issue. Any prolonged disruption can affect international energy markets, shipping costs, and economic confidence. For the United States, keeping commercial shipping moving safely is a strategic priority. For Iran, the strait is one of its strongest sources of leverage during negotiations. That explains why both sides continue to focus so heavily on it.
Mehran Kamrava is a professor of government at Georgetown University in Qatar and the director of the Iranian Studies Unit at the Arab Center for Research and Policy Studies. He reacted to President Trump's latest threats on Truth Social. What do you think are the key sticking points at present, and why have we seen this ratcheting up of tension in the last few days?
The most immediate sticking point is navigation through the Strait of Hormuz. This is a leverage that Iran does not want to give up. And Iran is adamant that it has an administrative structure through which traffic through the Strait of Hormuz needs to go. And I think that's the most immediate issue. The other key issue is Iran's frozen assets and the issue of sanctions. So these are 2 of the most immediate issues over which there will be negotiations. The background to all of this, of course, is Iran's nuclear program, which has practically been destroyed for the time being.
One of the most interesting points raised in this report is that neither side appears eager for a full-scale military conflict. Instead, much of the pressure is being applied through diplomacy, economic leverage, and strategic messaging. Iran understands that it cannot match the United States militarily, but it can increase economic pressure by creating uncertainty around one of the world's busiest shipping routes. At the same time, Washington wants negotiations to continue while making it clear that attacks on commercial shipping will not be accepted. This creates a delicate balance. Both governments are attempting to strengthen their negotiating positions while trying to avoid a wider regional conflict. That is why developments in the Strait of Hormuz receive so much international attention. The coming days could prove significant. If negotiations succeed, tensions may begin to ease. If they fail, the Strait of Hormuz could once again become one of the world's most closely watched flashpoints. Regardless of political views, this story reminds us that decisions made thousands of miles away can still affect economies, markets, and everyday lives around the world. What do you think? Can diplomacy prevent further escalation, or are tensions likely to continue? Let me know your thoughts below. I'm Charles Devon, and this is Signal Westminster. Thanks for watching.